Hello and good morning. Now, our absolute favorite day of the week is here. We're going to be bringing you a morning worthy of the words, thank God it's Friday.
TGIF, ladies and
sir.
gentlemen. Excellent morning to you. The weekend is here, and at any rate, it's going to be nice. Whatever happens.
We're actually very chilled, but we're also quite excited. And we intend to give you an early start to your weekend right here on Wake Up Nigeria. As always, my name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I am Yomi Okwe. Thank God it's Friday. Now you can keep up with us anywhere by streaming with us live at tvccommunications.tv. That's the website. That's the new website, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
And on Facebook as well at TVC Connect. Send in your comments on our social media platforms. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Everything is changing.
Yes.
The hashtag is changing, website is changing. So try to keep up. Yeah.
It's all about improving and moving with the times, and you can move with us. Indeed, if you download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store, please watch us on your mobile devices from anywhere you are in the world.
Anyway, so Fridays are usually chill.
Yeah.
A bit more entertainment.
Yeah.
A little bit of dancing.
And of course, it's game day! Yeah, I always find a place to throw that in.
Yeah, so, okay.
What?
Let's go to this morning's highlights.
Okay.
Now, Super Wazzy has a musical talent whose future in the Nigerian music scene looks pretty bright. He will be giving us the first performance this morning. And for more music, Afropop singer Freelex will be joining us to perform one of his recently released singles.
Come closer, baby girl, I know.
Now, wig hats are taking center stage on Fashion Today. We'll be showcasing how to match the right wig hat to your outfit.
Oh, okay, wig hats. Oh man, you girls have so many tricks.
Then we will be joined by multi-award-winning television host and producer Olive Mordi.
Baby mama. Drugs.
An interview.
I'm thinking it's an interview.
that was
do you want to be my
actually-
girl, my boyfriend? Okay, fine. Do you have hepatitis? Do you have herpes, HIV, any kind of STIs? Do you have a twin brother? Actually, some ladies don't like dating twins.
Really?
Yes. So there are these triplets in my neighborhood growing up, and at some point I got to find out from people in the neighborhood that those triplets used to do things.
Yeah.
Let's just say, to cut story short, they always managed to share their girlfriend.
Wow.
It was one of the weirdest things ever for me.
Scary, and it's somewhere I didn't want my mind to go this Friday morning. But it's great
So when
to
people
have.
say twins, I understand. They don't want to
It's
date
great to
a
have
twin.
someone like Olive on the show. She's also an actor, obviously. We didn't mention that earlier, but she's also an actor. And she obviously has a great command of her scenes.
Yeah.
But it would be really nice to speak with her based on her award-winning status as a host. But I'm wondering, what's happening this weekend for everyone?
Oh, well, I actually want to give a quick shout out, because if I don't do this, Liz going to kill me, to Caroline Balogun. So I went for my antenatal, because I just transferred to the hospital where I'm going to be having my baby over Wednesday, yeah. So I met her. Yeah, I met a lot of our fans, actually. So everybody was going agog, like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just want to give it, because she was like, she actually sent me a message yesterday, again, to remind me to please give her a shout out. So, hey, Miss Caroline Balogun, I really hope you have a safe delivery, because she's also pregnant as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, so she'll be giving birth earlier than I am.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Caroline Balogun.
Yes,
Caroline.
indeed. Hi, Caroline. Hi.
Did she tell you who her favorite host is? Or it just happens to be
Oh,
you?
come on.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
You want her to mention Yomi?
Which one is it?
Oh,
Yomi
the
or Mike?
dapper Yomi, the
No, it
gentleman
can't be. It
Yomi.
doesn't have to be the guys now.
Yeah, maybe exactly, because when she saw me, she was just
Like,
as in, she just went. I mean, yes, I get that a lot when I go. But hers was, I want to take a selfie. She was with me all through till I left the hospital.
Wow.
Like all through. She literally sat by me. So we had a good time. We just said about, CS, because she has that's her third child she's having.
Wow.
She's carrying, and she's having a CS. Like she's had CS all through her. So we're sharing our experiences, natural birth, CS, what she's. So I wanted to actually really go into what she's been through, having CS, and it was an amazing time actually, gisting with her.
Some people will tell you that CS is the way to go. I know so many people that would rather elect for CS. Yeah.
Some
men even insist.
It's a decision that obviously has to be between the both husband and wife.
A decision?
Yes, it's a decision that has to be. Yes. I think
it's a decision.
It's a decision, yeah. So not a lot of people understand it and understand how modern technology has made it a lot simpler and in some cases safer for a lot of women.
Yeah, in my case, I actually wanted. So my husband and I already had a decision. We already made that decision. We're going to have a natural birth. Then. When it got to the time, I was screaming at the midwife.
Oh, wow.
Like, I need to have a CS. I took my phone and I just called my husband. You need whatever forms they're going to give you, just sign it now because I want to have a CS. But she was such an amazing woman, such an amazing woman. She insisted no CS.
Yeah.
Oh. So we're getting really deep into the stories now.
Yeah, with the ladies, so I just let them flow.
So, really?
So the ladies
be acting like you don't know what.
So when it's time for you guys to send me forms to.
Really? Wow, Yomi. Not to worry.
I do have to take the news down, and we start this hour with an update on the story that we have been tracking. Police investigators have arrived in Jalingo, the capital of Taraba State, to find out how 3 of their undercover operatives and 1 civilian were killed by soldiers in Ibi local government area. They are led by Deputy Inspector General Mike Ogbizi. A vehicle carrying the now slain policeman and a high-profile kidnap suspect they had arrested came under fire from soldiers. The suspect, Alhaji Hamisu, managed to escape even though he was in handcuffs and leg chains. He's linked with a major series of kidnappings in parts of northern Nigeria. And the incident has sparked national outrage with the police seeking answers from the army. Taraba State residents say it will serve the interest of justice for the police to make its findings public.
It's a very unfortunate incident. We just hope that this panel will be able to take their time, investigate this case properly, and if anybody is found wanting, irrespective of their status, they should be made to face the full wrath of the law.
My call to the government is they should ensure that the needful is done. No matter how placed the person is, those that are involved should be brought to book.
Well, I think this is a trying moment for the new law in Taraba State, since there is now a new law concerning kidnapping, which is death sentence, and another one just happened. And so the people of Taraba are expecting to see drastic action being taken on this very issue.
Before the arrival of the investigating team, the spokesman for the police, Frank Mba, issued a second statement on the killing of the 3 police operatives. And in his words, he says the force considers it insensitive, disrespectful, and unpatriotic for the army to describe policemen on lawful national assignment as suspected kidnappers, long after it had become clear that they were law enforcement officers. He said Nigerian army authorities will have to provide Nigerians with answers on the questions from their press release. And some of those questions include: were the notorious kidnapper Alhaji Hamisu Bala Wadume rescued by the soldiers? And how and why was Alhaji Hamisu Bala Wadume released by the soldiers? How could a suspect properly restrained with handcuffs by the police escape from the hands of the military rescuers? If Alhaji Hamisu Bala Wadume is a victim of kidnap as claimed and properly rescued by soldiers, why was he not taken to the army base for documentation purposes and debriefing in line with the standard operating procedure in the Nigerian army? Also, why were the police operatives shot at close range even after they had identified themselves as police officers on legitimate duty, as evident in the video now in circulation. Now, members of the proscribed Islamic movement in Nigeria took to the streets in Abuja on Thursday to protest what they describe as moves by the Kaduna state government to stall the release of their leader and his wife for a medical trip to India. More than 3 days after the IMN leader and his wife were granted medical leave by the courts, the DSS is still working out modalities for the trip. Defense correspondent Sifon Essien reports.
Another protest by members of the proscribed Islamic movement in Nigeria. They are on the streets in the Wuse district of Abuja to kick against what they describe as moves by the Kaduna state government to frustrate the release of their leader. Ibrahim El-Zakzaki and his wife were recently granted leave by High Court in Kaduna to embark on a medical trip to India. Some of the conditions given by the Kaduna state government include the confirmation of his appointment with the hospital by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, an undertaking by the defendants to produce 2 prominent and reliable persons as sureties. Other conditions include that the federal government shall obtain from the government of India an irrevocable guarantee that it will not entertain any application by the defendants or applicants or any third party seeking asylum under any guise or conferring the status of political prisoners or any other status aside from being medical patients.
Why is Kaduna State government, why is Nasir El-Rufai bringing out these issues? Except last month, the presidency issued a statement that people should wait for the court to decide on Sheikh Zayed. So if really the presidency is not behind the move by Nasir El-Rufai, they should call on him, let him obey the court that order for him.
It's not clear if the federal government would adopt the conditions after the secret police had said it would abide by the court's decision. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
Now, Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria, is home to more than 20 million people. With millions of vehicles in the city, the roads are always busy, and managing traffic in the city that never sleeps can become a difficult task. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, is the agency charged with traffic management in the state. In June, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu repositioned LASMA. He implemented a 100% increase on their allowances and directed that traffic officials run 2 shifts and work till 11 p.m. LASMA has been in the news for allegedly imposing a fine on a motorist for breach of the state traffic law. The state government Court of Appeal has declared this illegal, but LASMA has denied allegations, stating that traffic offenders are usually taken to court, where a magistrate will rule on appropriate sanctions. Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. The weather forecast is next, and after that, sports with Mary.
May God's blessings be with him. But then, hey, come on, take the headlines of the papers.
All right, then. From football to the papers, we have the cover of the Punch standing by here. It says, court sends Shore to 45-day detention. Nigerians attack federal government. A detention order depicts DSS misguided mischief, says the CDHR. We will challenge court order, says Femi Falano. It also says, top left, you're destroying APC. Party Governors Forum DG tells Oshomole, says APC chair stubbornly inconsiderate of other options. Soyinka calls for state of emergency in Southwest. More on that on page 39. Invasion. Supreme Court affirms punch 25 million naira judgment against DSS. 17 power stations cut output as demand plunges. On the issue of the slain policemen, Buhari convened security meeting. Police demand kidnappers' whereabouts. How did millionaire kidnap kingpin escape with handcuffs? Say the FHQ. Slain cops arrested Evans, rescued Buhari's monarch. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
Yeah, let's check out The Guardian this morning. Nigerians have rights to freedom of speech, says the EU. Afenifere Haneze condemned 45-day detention order on Showore. Ozekome, Frank, others knock federal government and DSS on constitutional breach. EFCC begins trial of Iwu over 1.23 billion naira fraud. Court remands INEC's ex-boss in custody. And Soyinka seeks state of emergency in Southwest over insecurity. TET Fund approves 4.9 billion naira for academic publications. And APC governors say party worse off under Adams Oshomole. Buhari, Obasanjo canvass joint action against cancer. And we have an interesting photograph on the cover of The Guardian this morning. Very nice. It says, "The Centenarian with eyes on the future. Akintola Williams hits 100. Soldiers on." Wow, 100 years. That's the wish of many people. Well, that's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
We have the Nigerian Tribune up next, and it says, angry police reveal 3 operatives killed by soldiers, part of the team that arrested Evans. It shows 3 pictures of them there, and it also says that we should declare a state of emergency on security, Soyinka tells federal government. Alleged 1.2 billion naira money laundering, ex-INEC chairman Iwu arraigned. On the Kogi crisis, APC suspends deputy governor. Oyo Assembly confirms Makinde's 14 commissioner nominees. And right at the top, Showore to stay in DSS custody for 45 days. Falano, Afenifere, others kick. That's what we have on the Nigerian Tribune.
Yeah, let's check out the Nation this morning. Police, army clash over slain officers, civilians. Joint panel to probe killings. Buhari security chiefs meet. We have some questions there. The army and the police trading some barbs there. And then up here we have Kogi Deputy Governor Achuba suspended. Why there are security challenges by Buhari. Lagos shuts 52 substandard pharmacies. That's a story you'd find on page 4. And anger over Siasia's mom's ordeal. And 2 die by hanging in Ekiti. World Bank invests $11 billion in Nigeria, says country director. And finally, inside, Oyo Assembly confirms Makinde's commissioner nominees. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
I think we still have time for the Daily Sun. And it says, as DSS gets court's nod, Showore to spend 45 more days in detention. That's the main headline there. Right at the top beside the masthead, it says, insecurity. Soyinka calls for state of emergency in Southwest. There's photo story here. Rams for sale in preparation for Idil Kabir in Gbagada, Lagos yesterday. They look very healthy and happy for now.
Healthy and happy. Wow.
Yeah, the very healthy, happy Rams there.
Yeah.
And APC worse off under Oshomole, it says, according to the Progressives Governor's DG. And party chair dangerous to Nigeria's political stability, in quotes. Revolution now. Serap writes UN over attacks on journalists, protesters. And finally, alleged 1.2 billion naira fraud. Ex-INEC boss Iwu docked, remanded in EFCC custody. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
Well, I think that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this hour.
We will head to a quick break and be back for the traffic update in Lagos.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on the Lagos Traffic Updates on Wake Up Nigeria. Today we'll take a look at several areas that can be very tricky, especially early in the morning. And of course, you know you can always be a part of this segment by sending a message on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter to let us know what the traffic situation is where you are. If you're not behind the wheels, then we encourage that you take a traffic selfie and share with us. All of this using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. All right, so let's take a look at Oworoshoki to Obalende this morning, what the traffic situation is like. As it is, it does look like yesterday's light traffic is kind of influencing today's light traffic as well, because it will take you less than 45 minutes, in fact, just about 43 minutes to get to Obalende from Oworoshoki this morning. So when you leave Oworo, the traffic, just for pockets of very light traffic, like super light traffic. The third mainland bridge is free all through Unilag, all through the Makoko area. However, as soon as you pass Makoko end of the third mainland bridge, the traffic begins to build up. And by the time you're at Adekunle, it's bumper to fender traffic, like really heavy traffic all the way till you get off the bridge. And even when you get off the bridge, it continues all through. And as a matter of fact, it gets lighter at some point. That's when you pass the Adeniji-Adele axis. You'd find that the traffic is light, and it continues that way until you get to Osborn. So when you get to the Osborn area, the traffic immediately eases up, and then it's free flowing all the way till you're about to get off Adeniji-Adele Road. That's when the traffic builds up again. But don't you worry, as soon as you're around the police officer central mess, the traffic is free until you get to your destination, which is amazing, considering how the Obalende axis can be early in the morning. So if you're just about to set out, the third mainland bridge is not a bad idea this morning to get to your destination. As a matter of fact, it will help you get to the island, to where you work or wherever it is you're headed on the island in less than an hour, as a matter of fact. So this is good stuff in the morning. Okay, let's take a look at another axis, talking about the Ile-Epo bus stop heading to Oshodi Bridge. When you're coming out from Ile-Epo bus stop, unlike the usual light traffic when you're approaching the pedestrian bridge, it's actually free. Yes, it's free flowing this morning until you're approaching Iyano Ikpaja. Okay, so just after Dayoshitu Street, approaching Bakari Jafojo Street, you will begin to see that the traffic is building up, and the traffic builds up and becomes really heavy as you're approaching the bridge. Not to worry though, as soon as you pass on that bridge there, you'd see that the traffic begins to lighten up, especially from Yaba Lane, the Yaba Lane axis through Iyare Motors, Abule Oki. At the point of Abule Oki is where the traffic immediately eases out, and it goes on like that until you approach Dokpemu. So when you get, in fact, just about 5 minutes away from Dokpemu is when it begins to build up, but it eases up. So it's just kind of like bumper to fender, lightens up, and then it's free flowing through Iyano, through all the way till you are just like seconds to Dokpemu. That's where the traffic builds up again. It's light though, it's just about the Jimiko station there. So just as soon as you pass through Dokpemu on that bridge, which by the way right now, light traffic only, the traffic eases out again, and it's deceptively free. I say deceptively because when you get to the Ben Auto Guest House access, you would see that the traffic has begun to build up again, and it continues that way, becomes really heavy even before you get to the Konoi station there, and continues that way until you are approaching the Onilekere police station. In fact, just at that Egba Street area, that's when the traffic begins to thin out, and then it seems a bit light traffic. Not to worry though, as soon as you pass the Onilekere police station area, the traffic becomes really good, like free flowing. Not much traffic this morning. Well, I wish I could tell you it's all the way to Ikeja along, but it's not, because approaching the Aye Mojuba streets, the traffic instantly becomes bumper to fender. It doesn't even build up, not preparing your mind at all. It just goes wham into the traffic. And that traffic will continue until you get to the Ile-Ezik area. Ile-Ezik is actually, approaching Ile-Ezik is actually quite free. But of course, the Ile-Ezik area is bumper to fender traffic through Ikeja along, through National, even up to the bridge. But when you're about to go under the bridge, you see that the traffic becomes light and immediately eases out. And it continues that way until you get to the arena area. So the arena area is where you'd see light traffic. And of course, at some point it builds up approaching the Oshodi Bridge. So that's about it this morning on the traffic update. I know those are two areas that are really traffic prone, two areas people get frightened about when you're leaving the house early in the morning. As I always say, drive carefully, have consideration for other road users, and be patient. Of course, with that, you will get to your destination safe and sound. And talking about destination, as usual, I'm heading to the kitchen right now.
All right. And we can't wait to have you, Mary. We really can't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
we're going to take some Twitter updates, but you know.
And it's a full house today.
Yeah, it is.
It's a full house today, I have to say. Mike, what have you been up to these past few days?
Mike said you guys were stressing him while he was away.
Yeah,
I don't like that now. That's not fair.
While you were away, you mean?
Yeah, while I was away.
Yeah, we had to stress him. We had to, you have to step up his game a little, because you were not around.
I want us to talk about
See this one. See this one just enter, just cut gist that people are talking.
What gist? I don't understand. Are you new? Are you new to this
Somebody
show?
just talking. You just enter, you just cut
Are you new to this show?
Is that it?
You heard the swell. Everybody say, yeah. So what I say, we miss you, Mike. Oh, we miss you.
We did not miss him.
We didn't miss you, Mike.
No. We missed your wala.
Anyway, so because we don't have enough time, we need to gist this gist.
Let's go.
Last night, my husband and I had a conversation that resulted into a subtle argument about a friend of his that, okay, so they have issues in their marriage that's been ongoing for a really long time. And every single time he's, talking to my husband about some of these issues, he always throws stones at his wife. Like he always makes it look like his wife is the bad person, like she's at fault. And this is somebody that I know that has been in, extramarital affairs, like he's been involved in extramarital affairs. So the first question I asked was, the first question I asked was, how has he been able to close this gap between him and his wife?
Okay.
Because apparently there is a problem that they need to fix. Why are we in a society where the woman has to be the keeper of the home? Okay. Why does she have to be held responsible for the peace, the unity in the home?
Okay.
Where does the man close that gap where there is a problem, where there is an issue?
I think Mary has an answer for that. It's like on the tip of her tongue. She wants to burst. She wants to burst.
No,
right
I'm
now.
actually more of amused because I've come to realize something about life. What you allow is what you get given. There was a time we used to think people force things on us. But you realize that people try to put those things on your table. If you accept it out of deference or out of, okay, let me be the good guy, you would end up having to eat more than you can even swallow. So when it comes to marital issues for me these days, I just shake my head and I smile. There's just too much going on in a marriage you would never know anything about. You would never know everything.
You know exactly what's happening unless you were in that situation. You can't even ever know all the details.
Exactly.
You can't have all the cards at that point. But the funniest thing is, it could be some really major negative blow that would actually bring them back together. You just have no idea what it could be that would help them close that gap.
So when it comes to marital issues, right? Everybody has their own side of the story, and until you hear from both sides, you can't ever really judge. Because if I'm telling you a story, if I'm telling you something that happened to me, I will be telling you from my own perspective, from the way I feel. So the emotion I'm also putting into what I'm saying by communicating with you is what you will also draw from. So because of empathy I will empathize with you if you were reporting somebody to me that, oh, this or maybe even
and then
and if it was a woman,
exactly what my husband
if it was a
said.
woman talking to me and she threw in 1 or 2 drops of tears, you know, that's already, you think that the man is
already
the
a bad
devil.
You know, that's what my, that was
Experience
exactly
has
what my
taught-
husband said.
Sorry, dear. Experience has taught me that the person who throws stones the most is usually the guilty party. And he's doing so out of it. Babe, let me explain what I mean. So you see 2 people, you ask what happened. This person is crying and telling you how this person is making their life miserable and how they themselves may have contributed to it, but they expect to have been forgiven now. And then this other person is coming and saying, oh, she makes my life miserable, she's a horrible person, or he's a horrible person. By the time you finally get the details out of 2 of them, you see the person who is busy saying the other person is horrible is in most cases the one who has the most guilt.
Okay, so I wouldn't agree with that, because the truth is the fact that someone has the confidence to actually come out and complain or cry for help to say this person is treating.
Complaining.
Yeah,
we are not talking about
if you say someone is doing you wrong, nobody has the right to stop you from saying someone is doing you wrong. And what you just said just now could actually make someone out there want to hold everything in. I actually prefer that you speak out
You are not
than holding it in.
That's the problem. You see, the person who seems to be holding in most cases is trying to protect the other person. That's what you didn't listen to what I was saying.
I know that we have to round off quickly. What I actually just want to say because I drew something very key from the conversation my husband and I, from situation, and we need to move, because times are changing. We need to move past the era of the woman is the keeper of the home. Both parties actually make a marriage work. Don't leave that responsibility to one person. Both people should make that. Nobody's perfect. We are all humans. We are all prone to make mistakes. But what's important is acknowledging that mistake, rising above it, coming together, fixing that problem, whether it is you that caused it or not. So let's stop putting all that blame on the woman. It's the woman. Is she not the keeper of the home? She's a helpmate. The man is the head of the family.
Opinion quickly. I'm interested in hearing Mike's opinion.
You people are always bringing up marriage issues where Mike is.
You're
not expecting Mike to contribute.
Mike
wants to learn from it.
No,
Mike
but you
has
see
an
it. You said it all. It's a partnership. It's a partnership.
Yeah.
And as with virtually all partnerships, when you love someone, man, although I was listening to someone say something yesterday, and he said what I already know for a very long while. It's not about the feelings. The feelings will go. It's a choice. And when you've made the choice to be with someone together, hey, both of you have a stake in it. And like you said, man, make it work, man. Don't
Try and make it work.
All right, another news. Akintola Williams turns 100 years old today.
100 years
100.
old.
Congratulations, Steve.
Nice ripe. You know what they say, ripe old age.
Very ripe.
Yeah.
It's about to fall. Age is about to fall.
100 years. That's a long time.
All right, we'll take this
sir.
break and we'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
Bye. And it's time for some music on Wake Up Nigeria. We have Awodoyin Isaac right here with us, artistically known as Super Wozi. He's an indigenous rapper with a secured future in the Nigerian industry, if you ask us. Majorly inspired by the late Dagrin and Olamide, he discovered his musical inclination in 2006. He started out professionally in 2015 as a freshman in Futa, and he looks forward to collaborating with amazing stars like Olamide and a couple of other A-listers. Welcome to the studio. Welcome. All right, so what's the name of your track this morning? Use your mic, bro.
Hustle and Pray.
Hustle and Pray.
Yes.
Hey, combo. You have to hustle. So which one is first? Is it the hustle or is it the pray?
Either of the two.
Which one?
As long as you are doing the two, actually, you have to hustle and pray. If you are praying and not hustling, you can't see no result.
Okay.
And if you are hustling and you are not praying, you can't see no result.
Okay, so are we rapping today?
Yes.
All right. I can't wait. Are you set? Are you set?
I'm good.
All right, it's all yours.
All I do is hustle and pray, try and make the pay. Been through a lot of shit, I've been through the pain. Niggas sitting on me, mama praying for me.
It's 7 o'clock. By now, you should know that we've been around for about an hour already.
Yes, indeed.
But, you know, we're glad that you're watching and we're glad you're joining us today. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
And, you know, it's like a routine thing for a lot of people right now. It's just like when you wake up and you brush your teeth. You just wake up, turn on the TV, and we're right there. Yeah.
While you're going about doing everything else you're doing. That's fine.
Indeed.
It's okay.
Excellent morning to you. Welcome to the Feel Good Friday edition of Wake Up Nigeria, where all things fun and cool come alive.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Now we have plans for you today. Plans over the next 2 hours or so, just to just start your weekend off on the right note, really high, if you know what I mean.
We need you to share with us on social media what you're going to be up to. Just make sure you send it in with our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. My name is Titilayo Onyinson.
And I am Yomi Okwe. You can stream with us live. You know that already. But we have a new website. That's tvccommunications.tv. That's the new website. And then, of course, we're still on Facebook at TVC Connect. Send in your comments across our social media platforms with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Isn't that a bit long? But yeah, anyway, hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
We needed to make it special. We had to add the TVC touch to it. We had to. It was very necessary. We're just getting too popular, really.
Yeah.
We have a mobile app available for download as well for Android and iOS stores. This app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world, as long as you have, you know, access to the internet.
Yeah.
Mike is in the building, so I have to say that.
Yeah, you should. Anyway, we have a yummy chef in here. I don't know why they just throw in my name. Like, you just use my name when you like.
A yummy chef.
Chef Ayo's in the building.
And for some reason, Mike is being allowed to torture her before she even starts cooking.
Mike, because why
you did that by yourself. We didn't do it. You did. But anyway, Chef Ayo
they asked me to say it. They told me to say
yummy
chef. That's what they.
They asked me to say it.
Okay.
Anyway, so what are you guys up to? Because I'm not seeing any food.
Don't worry. You just leave that to us. Excuse me, Mike. You just leave that to us. All right. Yeah. So something yummy. It's growing up later on. People.
Wow. The puns are flying everywhere today.
Yeah.
We have had some amazing music already. Super Wazzy performed earlier.
Yeah.
But we still have more coming from Afro pop singer Free Flex.
I like that. That's a cool name.
Yeah. Free Flex.
Wig hats. That's a new word I learned today. And it's a thing for the ladies, you know, as they take their deception to the next level.
Wow, Yomi.
So tips on styling your wig, your wig hats. So, you know, guys out there, you know, just it's not every woman in a hat that you see that actually has.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Really?
So the wig hats, though. Yeah, we're going to be talking about wig hats today.
They're actually very stylish, and I can't wait to see them. But we are going to be joined also by TV personality, radio host, actor, writer, and lawyer, Olive Mordi.
Drugs.
Those kind of questions are strong.
You must really like the girl.
Yeah,
because he's patient. Like, okay, I'm going to hear this through.
Salarams are expensive.
Yeah, of course.
Wow,
yeah, it's about that time.
And I read in the paper just now that tomatoes, peppers, everything
has gone up.
Yeah. So this
Go
weekend.
to Mount 12.
No, everything.
Mount 12 is your best bet.
That's the cheapest.
No, exactly, because you know you get as many as you want,
and
and it'll be fresh and it'll be quite affordable.
Just make sure you wear comfortable shoes and shoes.
No, you don't have to go into the market. You don't have to go into the market.
I'd like to go to the Mile 12 market soon.
Really?
What do you want to go and do there?
Just experience it. Yeah,
it's not an experience.
You call it an experience.
Yes, now.
That I'm looking forward to.
We live this every time.
We could all go there as a team, yeah? Yeah.
And do what?
Just regular.
Go by yourself, auntie. Yeah,
wow.
We'll not spend the whole time managing
Man, go by yourself.
Managing what? Crowds?
You want to go to this thing.
We'll be taking care of our Don't step like
Don't mind that. We want to go to the teacher, we'll carry her up.
Make sure you wear comfortable shoes and
but so this is the salad that is ram. So the last salad they were arguing. No, this is not the ram own.
Yeah.
So for
There's
those of
only
you.
one salad. Which one is this? Is the salad there's ram?
Honestly, I don't know this mic.
Okay, so my point is that, so those of you that were arguing and all that, just know that Mary is pregnant now. And in 4 months' time, Mary will give birth. So by December, Mary is going to give birth. She's pregnant now with Jesus.
Wow.
So if you do anyhow,
Mike, we have to take.
Our own time is coming. No chicken for you. I'll come to eat ram this time.
Wow. All right, it's time for us to take the news now. Mike Mesicano.
Chef Ayo. Hi. All right, so this morning is not an exception of, all the delicious, spicy breakfast meals that we, give you on the show. Yes, we like to pepper you, gang, people watching.
Pepper them, guys.
Yes. And when you see Chef Ayo, she's the
Queen of Spice.
Queen of Spice. Okay, that was my earring there. All right, so this morning, guys, she's making our
Party jollof.
Party jollof.
Nigerian jollof.
Yes, it's the weekend. And we are going to be, at all the Owambes. And of course, they'll be serving jollof rice. And of course, alongside crispy chicken. And let's talk about the ingredients we're working with this morning, Ayo.
Okay, for the jollof rice, we're using fresh pepper.
Okay.
And tomatoes, and tomato paste, curry and thyme, then seasoning cubes and onions, garlic, salt, and the rice, obviously. Okay, for the crispy...
And then let's talk about our crispy chicken.
Okay, we're using multi-purpose flour.
Multi-purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then,
that's the flour you can use for anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then corn flour.
Okay.
Yeah, then chicken, obviously. And then, breadcrumbs, but it's there, I'll still get it.
Okay.
Yeah, and...
yeah, you can go get the breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Yeah, because so people... And you also have to, take us through how to make breadcrumbs. Because I hear it's very easy, right?
Yeah.
It's not difficult at all.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay. So if you're just joining us, people, this morning with me, Chef Ayo. Yes, I know she's not here. You can't see her yet, but she's here. Actually, she's just trying to get the breadcrumbs, ready. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. And this is also for our crispy chicken, right?
Yes,
I'll be making this morning.
To make it very crunchy and that's spicy. Yeah.
Okay. So I see that you've started steaming up our tomato paste.
So right now I'm adding garlic.
And just garlic or?
Yeah, then the thyme. And okay, so curry.
Okay.
Then thyme.
Okay. You need me to stir while you pour it?
Yeah, sure.
Because I like to cook. Ah, this is really nice. So in here we have our tomato paste.
And
we have
fresh pepper.
Fresh pepper. What else?
Obviously garlic.
Onions.
And curry.
So we have in here onions, garlic, thyme, curry, and our tomato paste. So we're just going to allow this simmer up a bit with the vegetable oil, yeah?
Yes.
Great. Yeah. All right, so let's move over to our chicken and see what that's about.
So, and we need eggs for it. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So for our chicken, I can see that it's already seasoned. How did you season it? You want to take us through the process? Because
yes, with ginger, garlic, thyme, curry, seasoning cubes, salt, and I added a little soy sauce to give it.
Nice.
To give it that spice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I see that adding soy sauce to your chicken, to marinate it, actually gives it an extra flavor.
Yeah, very nice flavor.
Nice. I haven't tried that before, but I think I'm going to try that.
Better.
Yeah, because you're not the first chef using it this week on the show. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. So I'm definitely going to try that and see what that's about.
Okay, so I want to add
thyme to our eggs.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
little
curry. Okay. So what's the process for our crispy chicken?
Okay.
Quickly.
We'll mix this.
Okay.
Then.
All right. So you know what? We're just going to take a pause on this.
Okay.
We'll come back because we need people to catch up on the process for making our crispy chicken.
So we'll be here.
But before that, you're about to watch our second performer for today and his free flex. Over to you, Guy. Take it away.
Put your blessings on me. Baba, look, shine on me. Put your blessings on me. Baba, look, shine on me. Put your blessings on me now.
over 4.7 billion when it comes to viewership figures, and then over 6 billion euros when it comes to money. We're talking about the English Premier League, and it returns this weekend. With me this Friday to talk about the transfer window and, of course, the EPL, the one and only Mie Akiri, sports anchor, sports reporter, sports producer, sports enthusiast, analyst, the main man. How you doing? You're welcome, Mie.
Good to be here once again.
It's great to have you.
And the EPL is back.
It's back today. It all begins today. But just before we talk about the fixture, the transfer window closed short 5 p.m. yesterday. A lot of scramble. You know how it is. The last hour, a lot of things happen. But there's some shocking transfers. Some shocking things happened. 2 days ago, we might not have witnessed. Let's start from, let's look at Arsenal. Let's look at Arsenal. They put some transfers over the line. I mean, we had late coming in Tierney and David Luiz, which was the most shocking one. And the news on the street is that they made the best of the transfer window. Do you agree with that?
Well, I completely agree with anyone who have said Arsenal made them the best of deals. I think under Unai Emery, it's beginning to become a different ballgame entirely, and it's not what we used to see during the Arsene Wenger era. What you expected or what you saw during the Arsene Wenger era was probably Wenger going to a French club or going to any club, maybe in Eastern Europe or anywhere, gets a young chap, and then he comes back and say, oh, he's a player for the future. Probably a year of Alexander Song, coming to Arsenal, he begins to wonder, where is it coming from? Tierney is one player who has made a lot of waves, with Scottish side Celtic. He's been the best player of the season, not once, and that speaks a volume. And it was one player Arsenal wanted all season long.
Very long time. In fact, they've been on him for like 2 seasons now.
It's a good deal for Arsenal. I also want to talk about the signing of Nicolas Pepe. Also, £72 million. And you want to talk about those who were behind this deal. I think a lot, happened behind the scene. Arsenal had a bit of issues, with transfers years back, and they were able to get a Barca negotiator to come in on board to indeed start all the transfers negotiation for them.
£45 million as a transfer kitty. They put together, they've made transfers of over 100 million.
Over 120 million.
130 million.
Pepe coming in, had a lot of bites to Arsenal's attack. This is one player who scored double figures for Lille Metropole last season. He's only second to Kylian Mbappe. He's very young, born in France, played for the Ivorian national team in the African tournament, which speaks volume of what to expect from Arsenal. Take a look at them, the attacking flair. You've got Aubameyang, you've got Lacazette, you've got Pepe.
But then
reinforcing your attack, is one thing you must indeed think of. Well, for Nigerians and Super Eagles fans, very emotional. Not so many people saw it coming.
So, yes,
but then it will be, dropped the bombshell when the issue of Zaha came up. Exactly. He may leave Arsenal Football Club, and at some point in time, he tried denying that this is not true. That even if Zaha comes, he's going to fight for his position. Then Everton came. Everton wanted Zaha, of course, it was their main target. But then Marco Silva couldn't get him. Zaha indeed went on strike, wasn't going to train. As of 2 days ago, he didn't train, with Everton Football Club. But then, as fate will have it, they kept knocking on the door of Arsenal Football Club. In the last 48 hours, they made a £30 million bid. Arsenal rejected such. They came with an improved offer, £35 million, that could rise to £40 million. And Arsenal felt, okay, this could be a good deal. And at the end of the day, a bid was sent about 4:30 p.m., it was accepted by Arsenal, and before 5 p.m. they started all the negotiation. At about 8 p.m. last night, it was signed, sealed, and delivered.
Okay.
You must also understand that the Wooby was the last of the breed that came through the youth rank, who had all these British conducts and Wenger, who did move, to the top.
Okay, we'll get back to the
emotional.
transfer window, but then let's talk about the opening fixture. Liverpool will be up against Norwich today, and there's lack of transfer activity when it comes to Liverpool. Do you think it will bite them in this season?
Well, you may have seen that Liverpool didn't sign some of the big names, except getting some kids, inexperienced and all that. But for Jurgen Klopp, keeping the likes of Sadio Mane, Virgil van Dijk, having your Mohamed Salah intact, Firmino and all that, speaks massive volume of intent of what to expect from Liverpool.
Wonderful.
If you can keep this set of players together, you've got your core team, you have what it takes. Take a look at last season, they were just 1 point shy of Manchester City in terms of the league points, and then they won the Champions League. So give it to Liverpool, give it to Jurgen Klopp. He knows what he wanted. There was the issue of Coutinho, will he be coming back to England?
But
for Jurgen Klopp, he felt he does not really want.
And then he felt that it was a very big deal to take a lot of money.
So it's good for Liverpool.
It's good for Liverpool.
Keeping, their key players together. Taking a look at the opening fixture, if there is one match Norwich City who are just coming from the Championship to the EPL, if there's a team they don't want to face, it's
going to be Liverpool, definitely.
In the last 6 meetings between these two teams, that's produced more than 30 goals, an average of 6 goals, per game.
Match.
In the last 3 seasons, Sadio Mane has been awesome on the opening day of the season. He has always found the back of the net. Now you want to put your money on Sadio Mane. Will he get the job done? This is one player who has been traded by big clubs in Europe. Jurgen Klopp was able to keep him. That's a massive signing, whichever way you want to say it for
True.
Klopp.
Now let's look at the star match of the round, which will be on Sunday. It'll be Manchester United up against Chelsea. So early in the season, 2 contenders for probably the top 4 position are going to be go up against each other. It's going to be very hard now to analyze as it is. Chelsea, of course, due to the ban, they didn't make any new additions apart from Pulisic, of course, who they got 6 months earlier, of course. But then Manchester United, Maguire in the team. Do you really think that he will make the kind of impact that is expected of him?
Well, just like the issue of Virgil van Dijk, a lot of people were expecting that the pressure would be on him coming to Liverpool when he made that record move for £75 million, and he was able to hold his nerves. I think with each game it got better, and everyone saw that. At the end of the day, it wasn't worth it for Liverpool.
Are you saying Maguire can step up to that level?
Maguire. Time will tell. Games will tell. Some are saying because he's British, he's overhyped. Some are of the opinion that he's not even the best defender at Leicester City, whichever way you look at it. Some are also of the opinion that he moved, from All City to Leicester City for about £12 million. Why the issue of, £80 million and all that? But time will indeed tell. My fear at this point in time for Manchester United is the fact that the pressure is already on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The fans are not happy. They've started the hashtag Ed Woodward out at this point in time. They couldn't indeed attract the big names they wanted.
Do you think
that's the worrisome situation for
Ed Woodward has been told, and there's been discussion that he should have gotten the director of football, to help him with the affairs. He's the only person managing transfers as it is in Manchester United. But to a number of people also, I mean, getting Lukaku out, getting in Maguire would seem like a good piece of business.
I don't think it's a good piece of business, at this point in time. If you take a look at the Manchester United people knew years back, they were title contenders. Maybe I should say United aren't title contenders this season. You don't sell a player like Lukaku without getting reinforcement. Sadly, you want to take a look at the big names who refused to come. Even a player from Tottenham Hotspur refused to come to Manchester United. They could not attract the big names. Eriksen refused. Paulo Dybala also, at some point in time, there were talks of Dybala coming to United. He couldn't get the job done. And my fear for United at this point in time is that it is not done yet. It's not done and dusted. Paul Pogba is not happy. The transfer window is still open for teams in Spain. And we also understand that Juventus may make a last-minute offer to get Paulo Dybala out of Manchester United. So should Paul Pogba should Pogba leave, then you expect a lot of hole, for Manchester United at this point in time.
For Chelsea, exactly.
Yes, let's got Chelsea. A good replacement, even though not as experienced as David Luiz. Christensen was playing even when Luiz was there at some point in time.
True.
Luiz wasn't happy with this. You've got the likes of Zuma who are coming back. So they've got familiar faces, players who have been tested, but can they indeed endure the marathon of the EPL? It's a long season. It's not just a one-off.
Rudiger is coming back, by the way. He has started training. He started running.
For Frank Lampard, I think I like the way he handled the issue of David Luiz.
Okay.
When Luiz said he wasn't going to train, when he said he wanted to leave, you have to understand the fact that the man who manages Edu, the man who is at Arsenal at this point, also manages David Luiz, and then was able to get a deal done for Arsenal to just cross, North London, to move to North London from West London. But then, going forward, I think Chelsea should be able to cope at the back in the absence of David Luiz. Christensen is young, but he has guts. He's got what it takes to indeed get better. We've seen what they did with the first team when they had the opportunity. So let's see how things turn out. But then we're not tipping Chelsea to be title contenders owing to the ban. They were unable to indeed reinforce. But I feel Manchester United will suffer the pressure. Not enough cover at this point in time for Maguire because even Paul Pogba is not happy. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
True. Okay, now, so let's look at the general season now. We know. Do you think that anybody is going to be able? Manchester City, they got in Rodri, they got in Cancelo at the last minute. They got him in. They are even still reinforcing as good as they are. Do you think anybody can challenge Manchester City for that title.
We saw the Community Shield against Liverpool, even when you want to admit that, you know, the first game of the season is always a bit drab, and you don't expect the players to come full force. Give it to City. The players, you know what it takes to indeed win the EPL. They've got the big stars, you know, around them, except for the fact that Sané at some point in time was unsettled. They wanted to leave.
But then he's injured.
Is injured at this
It's
point
ACL.
in time.
That's serious, man.
They've got capable replacements.
Wonderful.
Silva is there.
Wonderful.
Silva has always been the reason you don't have a Sané playing all the time. Sané wasn't happy that he was not at the World Cup with the German national team. Wanted to move back to Bayern Munich and see if he could indeed get to the German national team consistently. But at this point in time, he's injured. City have got their squad intact. Like you said, Pep is still reinforcing. This is one man who's never tired of winning.
Mian, we gotta go now. Thank you so much. We'll be having so much more of Mian as the season progresses. Mian, I know, definitely an Arsenal man, but hey, come on. Man City for the title. Now, you can interact with us on social media. Let's know your prediction for the match today, Liverpool against Norwich, and of course, the whole weekend. Talking about social media, let's take a bit of your comments on social media. Remember, get the predictions coming in. You definitely might win something.
Sadio Mane scores, so they just win.
All right, let's take a look at your comments on social media. Titi should be having that right now.
Hey, thank you, Mike. A nice one there. We have already seen what's showing in the cinemas, but it just, on Fridays, you'd like to think of flashbacks, you know, and a lot of people are thinking of their best movie lines ever. Now, that's a hashtag that's trending right now on Twitter, and just decided to go through a few of those tweets. Now, this one, hashtag best movie line ever, according to Matilda, is life always this hard, or is it just when you're a kid? And Leon responds, always like this. Now, for those who don't know that particular movie, I would like you to go and find out what it is, and once you tweet it to us, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Leon is a French gangster in this particular movie, and he's moving around with this little girl called Matilda. If you don't know this movie, you need to go retweet it and go and find out who it is. It's a classic you need to see. This particular line says, you only live once, which is often abbreviated to YOLO these days. So use that chance and live a life you will remember. Hashtag best movie line ever. Someone else has tweeted here, best movie line ever. As you can see, I'm not dead. Black Panther. Now that is a line I'm going to remember from that movie. Quite a few lines here that are not exactly for breakfast TV, but I'm scrolling past them. This one says, hashtag best movie line ever. No one can deny The Godfather has the best movie lines. This one, are you talking to me? You know that line? Yeah, that line from The Godfather? Yeah, that's a line I'm gonna remember for a while myself. I might be retweeting that one too. Let me see. From Die Hard, it says, they don't call me Die Hard for nothing. Let me see, what else can I find here? You gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? So these are some really classic old movies. Now, if you're not into flashbacks, today you should be, because those are some classic lines from some movies that, hey, I don't think I will be forgetting in a while. Gonna take one more. Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships because they knew death was better than bondage. Eric Killmonger from Black Panther there. Yes, indeed. Hopefully, I've sparked your interest in some flashbacks and you want to go see a movie or two yourself this weekend. But we have to wrap it up on this one. Going to be taking a quick break. But after this, Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria, and this morning with me in the kitchen is Chef Ayo. Oh, wow. I love that. Queen of Spice, people. Yes, and this morning she's making party jollof rice with crispy chicken. Yes. So let's go through, you know, the ingredients and then take us through the process, because I see that our jollof rice is almost ready.
Almost ready. It's cooking.
Yeah, it's cooking. And and then we show them how to make the crispy chicken.
Yeah.
On your screen right there, people, are the ingredients. But let's go through it once again.
Okay. For the jollof rice, we started with vegetable oil, tomato paste, garlic, thyme, curry. Then we added our fresh pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then after we added our rice and water. Then
we cooked.
Yeah, cooked and salt to taste and seasoning cubes.
I see that you didn't parboil the rice.
No, because it's basmati, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, great.
I don't want to
can
be
you
too
open a
soft.
little so that people can see what it looks like?
Yummy.
Ah, look at that, people. No, they haven't caught a glimpse of it yet.
Oh, really?
We want to pepper them. That's the idea,
Pepper
right?
them.
Pepper them. Let them know that our weekend has officially started. That looks beautiful.
I know.
Really beautiful. All right, so let's move on to our crispy chicken.
Yeah.
So for our crispy
right
chicken,
now-
let's talk about what we are using.
We are using multi-purpose flour,
Okay.
corn flour, then breadcrumbs, egg, chicken, obviously, garlic, thyme, curry to season,
Cook up
to
the
spice.
eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then little seasoning cube inside because the chicken's already
Well
spiced.
seasoned,
Yeah,
yeah.
seasoned, yeah.
Okay.
So right now we're going to put this here.
Okay, first you dip your chicken in the eggs.
In the egg.
Yeah. And the chicken kind of looks fried.
No, it does. It is not.
It looks fried.
It is not.
Okay. But
Okay.
yeah, so it's been cooked already, fully cooked.
Fully cooked,
Yeah. So we're dipping in the flour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then
And we are heating up our vegetable oil already because we
you
want
have
it
to,
really
deep
hot.
fry.
Yeah.
So
And we're
that's
giving
why-
it deep fry, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Okay.
So you repeat the process.
Oh, you dip again in the
Yeah.
eggs. Okay. And
Yeah.
then
our bread.
breadcrumbs.
Yes.
Okay. So did you get this from the local store or you made it?
No, I got it from the store.
Oh, you got it from the store. Oh, okay. So breadcrumbs are actually like easy to find. You can find at your local store, any store, basically. Yeah. So they're easy to find, or you can make yours at home. Yeah.
So now it's
okay. So we're
going
gonna
in.
dip in.
Yes.
Okay. So that's how to make crispy chicken. So it's not. I mean, sometimes just. Try something different. I mean, it's the weekend, right? So we have all the
Just
time.
basic fried chicken and.
Yeah, to experiment in the kitchen. And
So
so
it's
you could
always
actually
good.
try this out tomorrow. Have your flour, have your breadcrumbs, have your well-seasoned chicken, your eggs with your garlic, thyme, and the rest of it.
Yeah.
You know, so instead of just frying your chicken, try
Abi?
something crispy, you know?
Very
Let your
crispy.
husband ask you, babe, what's going on? Really enjoying
What's your
today's
plan?
meal.
What
yeah,
are you
what's your plan? Right. Okay. So if you're watching right now and you're not exactly sure what we're doing, we're actually making crispy chicken, people. So I'll allow you take us through the process once again because it's important for everyone to get, you know,
What
a
we're
bit of
doing.
everything of what we're doing in the kitchen. So over to you.
Okay. Okay, about the crispy.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay. This is egg. We have egg. We have this thing in it. Thyme, curry, garlic.
Yeah.
What else? Nothing. Okay,
And you said
breadcrumbs.
a little bit of seasoning
Yeah,
cubes.
seasoning cubes
Yeah.
and salt. Little salt, just little, because the chicken is already well spiced.
Okay.
So you don't want too much.
Okay. And now you're dipping it in corn flour.
Yeah.
Or multi-purpose flour. Yeah.
And corn flour, yeah. And
Okay.
this is what we're doing now. Is,
And now you've dipped it back into the
yeah, so you
eggs.
can get the enough breadcrumbs.
Okay. And now we're dipping into the breadcrumbs.
Yes.
All right. So this is like the
It's a
kind of
bit
chicken you
messy,
get
but
at
don't
your...
worry.
What did you say?
I say it's a bit messy because the egg and everything is
Yeah.
just coming.
So we'll prepare the process for every egg,
Yeah.
of course, for every chicken.
For
of
every
course.
chicken, yeah.
It's really nice. All right, our jollof rice is still cooking.
Cooking, I
How do you
can't
get
wait.
that party jollof taste
Party
from
jollof.
your jollof rice?
Hey, that's secret. Okay, I think I need to tell you guys. Okay, what you do now? Some people think you can't get that feel, that
yeah,
that firewood
firewood
feeling,
taste.
yeah. But it is actually not that, like, it's not a big deal, because if you...
Yeah, we have to move on at this point in time. But hey, people, our party jollof is still cooking and our crispy chicken is still frying. But hey, we gotta move on to Mike for some Balmoral EPL gists. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, I can see your eyes, man. You want to finish the food before it's even done, Seth. But hey, wonderful job you guys are doing there. Okay, like she said, Balmoral Group is putting together for the first time ever an EPL Fan Fest tour, right? And today I've got the executive director of Balmoral Group, Adegoke Obembe, who is here with me to talk about that Fan Fest tour. It's great to have you. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you for having us here.
So, we all love the EPL.
Sure.
Right, we all love the EPL. But now there's something that Balmoral Group is putting together, a Fan Fest tour that, from what you mentioned earlier, it's a celebration of lifestyle and football. What exactly are you planning to do with the Fan Fest tour?
Okay, so Balmoral have come to realize that most Nigerians are greatly in love with the English Premiership.
Yes,
and that's
we are.
like they can't even wait for the season to begin. And today being the first day of the season, everyone is always looking at the excitement that comes with the Premiership matches. So Balmoral has put together a platform where if you are not opportune to be at the stadium in UK to watch the matches, then the next place you want to be to have the football experience is at the Fan Fest, which we are holding in Federal Palace today. So the platform provides opportunity for you to enjoy your support for your club. You meet your fellow fans where you're able to express, talk about the players, talk about the matches, talk about the goals. And also the EPL is starting today, and there's going to be the introduction of the VAR. So there will be lots of controversies. So you want to have discussion with your people, oh, it is this, it is that. You want to enjoy the football excitement.
The football experience.
Then the Fan Fest is where to be.
Exactly, I like that, the football experience. That's why some of us would not want to watch in our homes. We want to have that camaraderie, have people together to talk about together. So let's talk about the different things you're putting together in that Fan Fest. Those that come to the Fan Fest, what can they expect? What is going to happen?
Okay, good. One of the things that you'll be experiencing, you'll be having live music. You'll be having some of the Nigerian key artists performing. For example, Rema will be performing during this weekend. Same with T Classic. They'll be on the show to perform to entertain Nigerian fans. And also, you'll also be having food. You'll be having drinks. Lots of things, activities to enjoy while you're watching the matches.
Is this free?
It's totally free. That is the beauty of it.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful. So I can just come by myself, get into Balmoral today. Today's on is at the Federal Palace Hotel.
Federal Palace Hotel, yes.
What time is it starting?
The door
today?
opens by 5.
5
the door opens by
today.
5. So, but the match is going to happen by 8 o'clock, where Liverpool will be playing Norwich.
Okay.
So the door opens by 5. There will be lots of indoor games where you want to play your snooker, you want to play your football, you want to play five-a-side, you want to play your table soccer, you want to play lots of indoor games, Ludo, Scrabble. There are lots of indoor games that you can play with before the match starts. And when the match starts, then we all switch over to the match. We enjoy the match. During the halftime, we have the artists perform and entertain us. Wow. Then after the match, there will be a lot of after party where you can celebrate.
Now, wonderful. How often is this going to happen? And is it just restricted to Lagos?
Oh, good. Now, what we are doing in Balmoral is that we are taking this Fan Fest all over Nigeria. So we are going to be having a tour of Nigeria. So for every month, we'll be going to a particular city, and then we'll make people know that, oh, the EPL is here. So for example, this month is for August, and we're having it in Lagos, Victoria Land. So next month, we'll be taking it to another city. By then, we'll have put out the publicity for everybody to know where we will be, so that it does not just give the opportunity to those in Lagos alone. So we'll be going around. It's a tour of Nigeria. So we'll be moving to different cities. So we'll bring all the fans together, come and celebrate Man City, celebrate Man U, celebrate Chelsea, celebrate Tottenham. So everyone will be coming together to have fun.
I like this. I like this. You're a Chelsea fan. Chelsea will be up against Manchester United on Sunday. We're still having the fest on Sunday, right?
Exactly.
It's going to hold on Sunday.
Yes, it's going to
What are your expectations as a Chelsea fan? What are your expectations?
This is the time for Frank Lampard to prove his worth as a manager.
You guys didn't sign this season. Do you think Chelsea has what it takes to compete to be amongst the top 4?
Of course, he has shown that he's a manager that knows what he's doing. And if you see the way he handled the issue of David Luiz, you will see that he has a target and he knows what is in his focus. And then he's determined. He doesn't want anything to distract him, and he doesn't want any player to be in the camp that is not happy. That is why he has been able to have a good relationship. Lampard is one of the legends of Chelsea Football Club. And so there is this mutual relationship within the club, the fans, the supporters, even the players. So we are looking forward to a wonderful season where we are going to be the in fact, the talk of the season. So all the clubs are already watching.
That's being extremely optimistic.
All the clubs are already looking at what is Chelsea going to offer this season.
Yes. Okay, good. Now, we know how people love their fans and they love to support. I know people are going to come in different ways. Is there anything like a do they have to come with their jerseys? Do they have to? What is the code of conduct at the fan fest? Do they just how do they go about being in the fan fest and having fun as maybe groups of fans? Let's say, okay, we're Chelsea fans. Is there anything like how do we get the best?
Okay, good. This is the beauty of one other side of this thing is that this fan fest is being powered also by Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Coca-Cola is the official soft drink of the Premier League.
Okay.
So Coca-Cola is there big time to give people lots of fun, lots of free drinks to take to enjoy. So when people come around, Coca-Cola is going to be there to give you everything you want to as part
and then you can be with the fans of a club together.
Yes,
support your clubs together.
You'll be having fans together. Those supporting Man City, they will be there. Those supporting Arsenal, they will be there. So you come in your pairs, you come with your friends, come with your family members. You want to have fun. So this is football at the peak of its fun. So it's about from being in the stadium. You're not in the stadium watching the match live where you want to be.
The fan fest.
The fan fest
is the place to be. Thank you so much, Adegoke. I'm looking forward to it. You also should look forward to it. It will start today, tomorrow, and of course on Sunday, where Chelsea will beat Manchester United.
Exactly.
So Adegoke can be very happy. All right, thank you very much, Adegoke. All right. Okay, so that said, of course, the second hour is done. We still have 45 more minutes to go. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Well, has it been fun like we promised?
Yes, it has.
We have
Too
about
much
45
fun.
minutes to go. 2 hours gone already.
Still so much more.
Yes,
it's a
indeed.
great way to start your Friday morning, if you ask me. And any morning for that matter during the week. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Titilayo Onyison.
And I'm Yomi Ope. We've got a brand new website, launched about 48 hours ago, and it's at tvccommunications.tv. Check it out. And on Facebook as well, you can look at us at TVC Connect. Send in your comments using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Yes, always have to add the TVC part. It's
Yeah.
just special. We have an app available for you to download, and hopefully you've done it already. If you haven't, there's still time. Please download from any iOS or Android app store. And with this app, hey, you can interact with us, you can join our e-community, and you can watch us from anywhere in the world.
Yes, indeed. Now, the whole studio has this aroma of party jollof rice.
Yes, sir.
It's Friday, so, we're getting ready for our Owambe field.
Look at
There
that
it
jollof,
is.
baby.
Ah.
Let's go. Oh,
my.
Let's go.
That's it right there.
Wow. Security, please, we need to secure Mike from that area. Mike.
Is he supposed to mix it?
Why
Mike,
is
you're
he
not
touching
supposed to mix it.
Just let it go, Mike.
No one sent you.
Just stop. Oh,
Focus on the
goodness
show.
me.
Titi and Yomi, focus on the show.
Wow.
Focus on your camera
Security,
We're going to ban Mike from the kitchen officially for today.
We have quite a bit coming up,
Yes,
and
indeed.
let's tell you what, so we can go and strangle Mike later. We have wig hats launched just this year. Now they've been in high demand, and they're going to be part of our styling tips this morning. We'll be focusing on how to style your wig hats with your outfits. A big shout out to Dukes and Duchess for joining us on that one.
Yeah, you heard about next level during the political era. Well, this is some other type of next level stuff.
In terms of styling.
Yeah.
Next level. So bad.
We're going to be having our guest, who is a woman with many feathers in her hat and goes by the name of Olive Mordi.
Drugs.
I keep wondering that clip. I really keep wondering. I think women have just been through so much. A woman like that,
built up walls.
has built up so many walls. And the truth, out of all the lists that she was calling, for those of you who understand my extensive history, I'm saying extensive history because all you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I've met someone who had done 419 before. I have met someone who had an STI before. I've met someone, yes, I have met someone who had a sugar mommy before and even left me for a sugar mommy. I've met someone, no, I'm saying, I'm just looking at that whole entire
just
list.
leave the camera on her.
No,
Exactly.
We'll get to that.
Leave the camera on her.
Yeah, you can be sure.
The writer of that particular scene.
Personal confession.
Really, this is not even personal
Okay, so maybe when Olive comes, you and Olive...
We should have that conversation.
Yeah, you have a discussion with Olive when she's here, right?
That was a role,
So she tell you.
Yeah, that was a role.
Tell
But
her
she
own
has played
personal
the role, so
experience.
she'll
But
have...
it's a role that actually expresses what someone that's been through a lot would say. Like,
when you think about
for her
it,
to mention all of these things, she's probably been through those kind of men. So she's like, if you have STI, out. If you have this, out. Have you been a fraudster, out. It's personal experience.
And the truth is, fine, I'm honest enough and confident enough to actually talk about it, but there's some that, you know what?
Oh, yeah, that even actually reminds me.
Yeah.
I've actually had to refuse.
Could you put the camera on? Okay, yeah, there you go.
Proposal?
Yeah, because his mom was a pastor.
Oh, wow.
What?
That's another level right there.
You refused the proposal because his mom... Didn't you know from the start that his mom was a pastor?
Well, because I didn't expect that he was going to ask.
Okay. But you were going out with him?
We're not actually going out. He's one of those people that, they just go straight to the point. That's why
So his mom is a pastor, so...
Yeah. Our lifestyle would not align.
I like that. But it's not confession time. It's Friday.
What have you been doing since?
And guess what?
For the past 5 minutes.
So this was not confession. So when the confession comes, what will happen?
No, really, Mike.
The place we
Your
bought.
brothers are the news. They will keep talking about it.
Just don't forget that it's game day, y'all.
All right. It's time for us.
Welcome back. Now, Yomi said earlier that we women have deception of the highest order with our looks these days. Things have changed. Yes, they have, especially in the fashion industry. On our style segment this morning, the wig hat is a fashion accessory that was launched with so much success earlier on this year by celebrity entrepreneur Ifuenada. Now, we're about to give you some tips on styling them the right way with the right outfit. A big shout out to Dukes and Duchess who are joining us on this one. All right, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so wearing hats for ladies has not really been a big thing in recent times, but I think it's coming back.
Yes,
right?
It's in vogue. The other day I saw Blake Lively, walking the streets of, I think, LA, and she had her nice hat on. So it's coming back. It's a trend now.
All right then. So hey, and working with trends is what we do, especially here in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Let's see our first model and see what we're showcasing today. Okay, come on in, don't be shy. Okay, all right, so you just came in with a net on your head and you're styling it with a hat. Wow, okay, now that is the transformation of
the highest order.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so can we talk about what you're wearing first of all?
Okay, so what she's wearing is basically an oversized jumpsuit from Dukes and Duchess.
Okay.
And it's been styled with, this is called the another wig hat, which can actually go on a multiple of outfit, a variety of outfit.
Yeah.
So this look can be worn, like on a casual day. It's a casual and classy look. You can wear it to like the beach, to, shopping, hang out with friends. This is a very versatile wig hat, and that's one thing I like about it. I was gonna throw this on my outfit to give me this like semi-official look, but we have it on her now.
So these are just, what sort of fabric do you use for these hats?
Okay, so we use like the best quality of fabrics for this, and it's actually quite hard to source because when you're working, for something like this that is first of its kind, not really in the country, you have to make sure that it is the best. And for the hair, this is premium fiber. Okay. Because if I was going to do original virgin hair, that would be like, the price would be like 150K, 100K, and you have to consider the target market as well.
Okay, so I really like what you're wearing, and I love the way the hat fits on it. So I also like the fact that it feels like I won't have as much heat on my head.
Yes.
Have you been told that before?
Well, yeah, there's been people who have talked about like, oh my goodness, you know, I don't want to get very hot when I'm wearing this. But then the fact about the hair is that it's about 120 density, the volume of the hair. So it's not like very bulky and it's not a lot of hair. So it just allows you to enjoy yourself heat-free.
Okay, we have another model coming your way now. And I'm really interested. Ooh, nice. Okay, so talk to us about this look.
Okay, so this is a cocoa wig hat with this Afro kinky curly, and it has been styled with the Ankara and the jean outfit to just give this cool and casual, you know, look, and quite classy as well. This can be worn to a variety of places. It's a Friday, so you can wear it to the office even if you have a 9 to 5. Yeah, so that's it.
Could you turn for this, please? I just wanted to see the back of the hat. Okay, so one thing I noted about, of course, I'm wearing one as well, is that it was easy to put on. And we saw with one of the models earlier that it was really easy to put on.
Yeah.
Did you do this for bad hair days or something? Is it?
I did it for bad hair days and for basically just amplifying your fashion game.
Okay.
So take this off and her outfit is just basic, but then throw it on and the fashion game has skyrocketed. Her hair game is popping, so we basically just take your fashion and hair game to the next level. That's what we do.
Then. And Ankara look works for me. As you can see, I'm wearing Ankara myself.
Lovely
Thank
look,
you
by the way.
very much.
Thank you.
Model number 3. Can we have you, please? All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this is a different type of hair.
Yes.
I feel like she's going clubbing.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is 4 clocks because we realized that a lot of people want to try different looks, and you can see this is like a baseball hat.
Okay.
Very casual look. You know, any young person can wear it. Your young at heart, you can wear it, and you can wear this a variety of places as well.
The dress is really sweet as well. I love this Ankara work at the side. Could you step to the side, please? Could you turn? All right. So there's like a nice Ankara detailing on the side.
Yeah.
And she's wearing them with heels.
Yeah.
And the face cap look actually still works. I was concerned about that. Heels and a face cap, I don't know.
Well,
do people do that?
The wig hat, I mean, just complements everything basically.
I'm loving the color as well. So that's talking about variety, if you ask me.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And so let's talk about the one I'm wearing. So I was a little on the fence about wearing this one. I was like, oh my gosh. But are you trying to say that you can basically wear a hat on anything?
Basically, yes. I mean, fashion and style are not really defined by, I don't know, I feel like it's about you. What is your fashion? What is your style? How do you want to express it? And with the wig hat, you can do anything, basically. So it's not like it's restricted. I feel like the only thing you probably can't wear it on is Ashebi, but if Rihanna does it, everybody will do it.
If Rihanna does it.
If Rihanna does it, she's a fashion icon, you know.
I love what you are wearing as well.
Thank you.
This is a trench coat.
It's a trench coat.
Yeah, it makes it feel like you're in Jand or something. Are you sure it's not too janded?
No. I don't think so. I was just a bit cold this morning, and I love my trench coats, and I wasn't in the mood to show skin. And I also wanted to have like a semi-corporate look because this can be styled for a, work outfit, white collar jobs and all that. But then I wanted to just tone it down. So I have my, joggers on. And
wow.
Yeah.
All right. Joggers, a wig hat, and heels, and you're good to go.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Ifanada, it's always a pleasure having you
Thank
around.
you for having me.
Can't wait to see what you come up with next. Maybe some Ankara headgear or something else.
Yes, there are several collections in the work, so you'll be the first to hear about it.
All right, then. I can't wait to see them. Now, Yomi, I know you were on the fence about this earlier on, but I know Olive Mordi, who's with you, is going to agree with us. Am I right, Olive?
Absolutely. I think it's beautiful. I like the style. It makes me feel like I don't always have to make my hair. So even with just a wig cap, I'm good to go. It's amazing.
Very nice, very nice.
All right.
Very stylish, yeah. Not bad at all. Anyways, thank you so much, Titi, and of course, Olive for joining us this morning. Now, Olive here is a multi-award-winning TV host and also a producer, radio personality. She's an actor, writer, lawyer. What else? Have I missed anything?
MC.
Oh, she's an MC. She MCs events. And she was listed as Nigeria's 100 most inspiring women by Leading Ladies Africa in 2018. And is an ambassador for Walk Against Rape Nigeria, and also the founder of the Olive Mordi Network. Wow.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
a long list of things that you do.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be able to do all that. And we're only just getting started.
Okay, so I've mentioned so many different things now. I'm not sure where to start. And so when you meet someone who do you say you are? Do you say, oh, I'm an actress, or I'm a TV presenter, or I'm an entrepreneur? What do you say usually?
So I think I just broadly categorize everything as media. So I say I'm a media person. And then when they specifically ask, so what exactly do you do? I say, well, depend on what you want me to do. So primarily I'm a lawyer, but my day job is as a TV presenter and as a producer. And when I'm not doing that, I'm acting. And to actually pay the bills, I am hosting, because I think that's the one that has more money.
Oh yeah, it brings you, when you host events, I mean,
Yes, exactly.
you're standing
And
for
then
3 hours and then they just pay you what
they
you
pay you your
pay.
salary.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's like much more than that.
Much more than that.
Yeah, and then I also mentioned the part of the networking, the Olive Mordi network, depending on the relationship that I think that, you know, my meeting that person will birth.
Yeah. In the network, eventually, incidentally, I saw a couple of things online that you guys did. Some ladies in your network surprised you.
Yes,
and you were in tears and stuff. Tell us about that.
Okay, so the thing is, I thought that for my 30th, I turned 30 a few weeks ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And I thought I'd like to do something. So I figured, do I want to go on a holiday? Do I want to travel? But I just figured that these things will not... It's just the same old same. So I figured it would be nice to do something that would impact some other people. So I decided I was going to mentor 30 women for free.
Wow.
So
wow.
I had
30.
them,
okay.
yes, I had a full day's training for them. They learned about television production, radio production, voiceover, content creation, vlogging. And then we had a 1-week internship in different media houses. And after that, it got certificates. So it was fulfilling for me to see that I had to do something for someone that was not going to be able to pay me directly.
Yeah.
And
okay, so then that happened. So tell us about what happened exactly. Why did they surprise you?
Okay, so at the end, I just finished giving my speech and told them it was an honor to celebrate my 30th with them, and I look forward to seeing their amazing future. And then they're like, oh, hold on. And they bring out gifts, customized gifts to my pictures on it.
Wow.
One throw pillow that had world's best mentor. I'm usually scared of the term mentor.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, you're the world's best mentor. I'm like, well, that's a little too much. But it just got me so emotional and
then
made me feel like
I started crying.
I feel like you didn't have to do it, but you did it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, usually people don't appreciate what they get for free a lot of the time. But I could see that these young women appreciated it and they gave their all towards learning. And it just made me feel so emotional.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I mean, you've done quite a number of things this year, apart from your day job and everything else. You have 2 movies that are coming out soon.
Okay, yes. So the last one I did was Marriage Business with Bolanle Olusunde, amazing director and producer, and I can't wait to see the outcome of that. I worked with Chai Wakama, I worked with Ibrahim Suleiman and a couple other amazing actors. So the trailer is out, but it should be out soon. Then we also have a movie coming out potentially in the cinemas in October. It's titled Bloodline. Last time I checked, it was October. They said it's coming out, so fingers crossed.
You know, this movie thing, you've told me the story before. It was sort of incidental. It was just a passion you had. You just said to yourself, I think I can act.
Yeah.
And then you approached the producer.
No,
this was a short time ago,
yes,
not too long ago.
This was in 2016. But the thing is, I already had a background in acting. So in 2011, I won an acting reality show by the Delta State government and RMD when he was the Commissioner of Tourism. Yeah. It was a big deal then. I won 1M, I won a car, and I thought, okay, you know what, Nollywood, here I come.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, at that point, I had to go to law school. So I had to put the dreams of going into Nollywood on hold, and I went to law school. By the time I came out from law school, my priorities had changed, and then I got on TV. So for a bit, I forgot about the acting bit. And then in 2016, I met Uduak Isong at a movie, and we exchanged contacts, and I had her on my show. After interviewing her, I said to her, so I'd like to act. I said, have you ever done anything? I'm like, yeah, I want an acting reality show. And she said, okay, if anything comes up, I'll think of you. And she invited me for a reading, and I got the role on the spot.
And I mean, so it's been actually like 2.5 years, and you've done quite a number of projects.
Yes, I've done quite a number, and I'm looking forward to doing much more, and hopefully someday producing mine.
Okay, so let me ask you now. So we've said all these different things that you do. What do you enjoy the most?
I enjoy creating content. I think in content. I'm in a bathroom, and I'm thinking this would be a fantastic idea to shoot. And I'm thinking, okay, I could make a story out of this. I'm having a conversation with you, and I'm thinking this would make a fantastic story. And content could be written, it could be via Instagram captions, it could be in videos. So enjoying content in whatever way, shape, or form it comes from. If it means me asking the questions, if it means me being behind the camera, whatever way, content creation is something that really gives me joy.
Ah, very nice. I mean, it's always a joy to have you on the show. I know the last time you were here with Matilda.
Yes,
you guys had a movie.
Promoting our movie that was coming out at the time in the cinemas, Getting Over Him.
Very nice, very nice. Anyways, I'm sure we're going to be having hearing a lot more from you between now and the end of the year. 2 movies coming out, lots of other stuff going on with you. You won the award last year.
Future Awards Africa
The Future
Prize.
Awards for the best
TV presenter of the year. You are an amazing TV presenter, but I'm sure that you're not within that age range. So
why you I don't understand.
No, it's
What
like,
age range?
no, I'm just trying to tell you that it's not like I'm saying I'm the best TV presenter. I'm just saying that, yeah.
I'm not within that age range.
Yes, maybe if you were within that age range, you know.
Yeah.
You might,
Okay,
you might have
anyway,
been
thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Now, Olive Mordi is still with us. She's going to be joining us for the games after this break. Well, our Fridays are never complete without games. And so here we are. In the green corner, we have the one and only best presenter in the world.
I'm shivering.
Olive Mordi.
I'm shivering.
You won the award last year. So
I beg, it's not by
embarrass us.
award.
In the green corner. And in the blue corner, I have the one and only Mary Bashwa Alimi. I don't know why she's giving me that look. But anyway, so the game is very simple. We're going to put a flag on the screen, and then you just tell me what country that is. So who's going to start?
Can I just say ahead of time?
That what?
Public service announcement. Mom, in case you're watching this, your school fees didn't waste, but I didn't like geography, just in case.
Mary, did you like geography?
Be it liking geography or not, me and maps have never been
We are not
friends, so let's just go ahead.
Anyway,
Google Map is even a struggle.
So, mini, miny, mo. You're going to start first.
No, father has a donkey. You have to finish it.
So, Mary, we're going to be starting with you.
Okay.
Could we put up the flag, please, for the first one? Simple.
Black Star, Ghana.
Huh?
Tanzania.
Okay.
How many seconds does she have? 5 seconds?
Yeah.
3,
No, I'm
2,
not guessing this.
1.
Morocco.
Do you want to try?
One of these Islamic countries.
Do you want to try?
Sudan?
Nah.
It's an
Okay, so you
Islamic
both didn't get it.
country. So
That was
what?
Libya. You were close.
Libya, yeah.
Morocco, just beside.
Yeah, I said Morocco.
I should have.
I knew it was going to be an Islamic country, but I wasn't sure.
Because I'm sure they would have done a better job than I'm about to do.
Anyways, Olive's turn.
Yeah, so.
Number 2. This one is simple now.
Which one is simple?
Sunrise.
Oh.
Simple.
Why is this not coming to
It looks
mind?
quite
So
nice.
I know this country very
You know, the
well.
green represents agriculture.
Yes.
Red represents passion, you know.
Exactly.
Red makes you passionate. Then you see that sun rising. It's like, wake up, Nigeria.
The land
wake
of
up
the
in the
rising
morning.
sun.
Oh boy. 3,
Sudan?
2,
I'm going to get Sudan all through today.
1. It's Namibia, ladies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And the funny thing
Namibia.
is that I wanted to go to Namibia sometime this year. I didn't even know the flag. Unfortunately, we're not
Number
getting
3.
this
This should be
again.
easy. This should be
Okay.
easy. Mary, number 3.
Malawi.
She said Malawi.
No, that was in Malawi.
She hasn't seen the
That
flag.
was Malawi.
No, that was in Malawi.
That was Malawi.
So even Yomi does not know the answer. We are in this together. We are in this together.
Okay.
So how did you come up with the answer?
All I know is it was Malawi. Can we move on? Please show me.
Okay, please, can we go to the next flag? Aha.
This one that looks like a beetle.
I know this flag.
Wait.
It's
That's
around
Mary's
Southern
question.
Africa.
Okay, sorry. I think.
Mary, come on now.
Can I have 2 guesses though?
Zimbabwe. Is it Zimbabwe?
It's New Zealand. Oh my God. What country is that? It's an African country.
Even though it looks like a
Kenya.
Biafran flag.
African country.
What
to
part of Africa?
I'm going to say my. I'm going to say Sudan again.
Eastish.
So what part is that?
It's Kenya now.
We already told you ahead of time. Why didn't you give us another game? And don't block me.
People are not impressing.
Yomi,
People
don't
are
block me
not-
the paper. Let's all play this game together. If you are going to be the umpire
I'm
of
the
the game,
umpire of
don't
the
look
game.
at the paper.
I know all the answers.
No, you should not. No, you should know the answer.
Next flag, please, for Olive. This one is simple.
Why didn't you guys just change that yellow?
And then it's green.
Green.
That one would have moved
Okay.
in unison.
This one is
This
simple
looks
now.
like.
It's a.
Is it
I
a
have to
French-speaking
start
country?
giving you clues.
Is it a French-speaking
Yes,
country?
French speaking. So I will
this
give you
Ivory
clues
Coast?
from now on. Ivory Coast, yes. So you got it. So
1 over 20.
One. Okay, so we've gotten the first one. Okay, so let's go back. So number 5 for Mary. Do we have it?
It's over. The game is over. Let's go and eat
Game
rice.
is over. Okay, so you're proceeding. So we went to Kenya earlier.
Yeah.
Now you're going left slightly, but south.
Left and south. What kind of
No, it's left from a little bit left from Kenya, but moving south.
If somebody tells you they're not great with maps and geography, all these things you explain, does it really matter? Why didn't you now use food game for
Kenya
us?
is in the east.
The former president was very, very black and very, very fat.
Ha!
Gaddafi?
Very black. Gaddafi is not black now.
No,
was not black.
Gaddafi was half white.
Can we see
Really
the map
fat,
again?
really big.
Idi Amin?
Really, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's the country now?
Idi Amin. So now you got the president, so you should get the country.
Why?
I can't help you after this.
I know. I've gotten Idi Amin now. Why can't... You know this always happens to me every time. Like,
3,
I get the country
2,
at the tip of my tongue.
1. Do you know the answer?
Uganda?
Uganda, yeah.
Yeah. Uganda.
Okay, number 6.
Okay.
This is not fair, Titi. I'm going to revolt.
We still have 1-0. So I don't know how many questions we can take. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's number 6. So
Why did they have a cutlass in their flag?
Cutlass. It's not a cutlass. It's not a cutlass.
Why did they have a cutlass in
Machete.
their flag? Machete.
Yes. that's what
Machete,
it is.
cutlass, they're in the same family.
It's meant to depict the dignity of labor.
Oh, wow, I see.
Not people cutting
I think
people's heads.
after this show, I'd start paying more attention
Okay,
to
yeah,
flags.
so-
Is it Liberia?
No, that's not Liberia.
Zimbabwe?
No, not Zimbabwe.
Angola?
Exactly.
I was about to even say it too. Can you imagine? That was the country that came to
Wow, okay. Olive is on the roll now. You're catching
she
it.
is
You're catching
definitely
it.
on
She's
the
getting
roll.
the flavor.
It's actually not really what you think. Don't be deceived.
You're just guessing all African
You
countries.
know, God is just sending me help.
Okay, so we have...
There's no point in asking me. I can't recognize it. So
Should I give
perhaps
you
could
clues?
guess. Okay.
Yeah, let's
okay.
try, please.
Okay. North Africa, but not too north. Wait now, wait. So we're in West Africa, a little bit of West Africa, French country.
Little bit of West Mali.
To the right of Mali.
To the right of Mali. This isn't Cameroon, is it?
No, it's not Cameroon.
So there's Mali, there's Côte d'Ivoire.
It's very close
Senegal.
to us. We are almost together. We are
Togo.
as in. It's not.
I was about to say Chad.
We even sound alike. The names.
Niger?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mary. Do you have time for one more?
There's
Or
no
two
time
more?
again. There's time for rice.
Wait, Joe. Listen.
Okay.
Okay, number 8.
We should have gone for rice.
Okay,
Rice would have been a nice
so
country.
we're back to North Africa. Once you see the crescent, you should know that we're back to North Africa.
So anytime there's a Christian, we're in North Africa.
No, every time there's a crescent, it's an Islamic country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. North Africa, we've done Libya.
Algeria.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Like,
But that wasn't your
that was
question,
great.
Joe.
No, we are together in this. We won together.
Why are people banding together? It's only one person that win the prize.
No. We're sisters in the struggle
Okay,
together.
okay, one more. I think we can take one more.
Why now?
Okay, we're supposed to go to the kitchen, but just one more. Just one more. I just want.
You mean, why are you looking at that paper?
And
Now
because
you
I'm the
already know
one,
the
I'm
answer.
controlling it from the paper now. This is remote control.
Ghana.
Ghana. This is Ghana. That's Senegal.
Senegal. Okay. Is that what Ghana or
I think
Senegal
Ghana has
stars?
one other color.
I think
Ghana
the
has black.
smell of the jollof rice is entering.
The part I've been waiting for all my life.
You can see.
Anyway.
So it seems like everyone needs to go and brush up on their geography. Honestly.
Oh no, but they did well.
I only
She
know
got
two countries very well.
She got 2 countries.
Can I tell you the 2 countries?
Which one?
Nigeria and Canada.
Oh wow. Canada is not an African country.
Canada is the capital of.
They both got 2 out of
Thank you.
out of 8.
Canada is the capital of Lagos. Wow. There's some Nigerian people that can't wait to go to Canada. I'm not one of them though, but yeah.
Welcome to the kitchen,
Thank
Olive.
you.
Yeah, that was a great game you guys did over there. All right, so this is Chef Ayo. Yeah, and this morning she's made party jollof rice with crispy chicken.
I'm not sure what
And I know that you've been, I know you've been eyeing the rice, so we'll just let you dig in while she lets us know how she put this together. Ayo, over to you.
Thank you so much.
With jollof rice, we started with vegetable oil, garlic, tomato paste, fresh pepper, then seasoning cube, salt to taste, then rice, basmati rice.
Yes,
yeah. Then vegetable,
So what do you think?
So Korean time.
So the chicken, chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
This is very yum, actually.
Okay, and spicy.
Yes, no, it's not very spicy. It's spicy enough. It's not too spicy. I'm not a fan of too spicy because of ulcer. But this is spicy enough.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're adding food critic to the list of things.
All right, the chicken. We used multi-purpose flour.
Okay.
Then corn flour. Then breadcrumbs. Black pepper.
So that's what makes it crispy.
Dry pepper. Yeah.
Thank you. Can you help me with the knife?
And garlic and what's it called?
Garlic and what?
Okay, ginger to actually spice it while I was
All right,
boiling.
we do have to go now. Well done, Chef Ayo.
Thank you very
Great
much,
job.
Ayo.
And thank you all for joining us this morning. A big thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
Yes, indeed. And of course, a big shout out to everyone who's been on the show throughout the week.
Yeah.
I love you.
It's been awesome. It's been absolutely awesome.
And
Anyway.
I'm wondering where, our alter ego is. Where is he? Mr. Mexican.
Oh, yeah, where's
I
he?
think he's going to prepare for the EPL.
Or he's stolen the jollof rice.
Maybe.
Because I can't find any more.
Yes, there's no jollof rice here.
Anyway, we have to go. Your view is next
Yes,
after
indeed.
this. Bye.
See you next week, y'all.